Hi, I'm Adu, Argonaut for Mission 2 of Operation Infinite Potential. To study tsunamis with Dr. Titov, I had to learn how energy is converted and transformed. To do that, we actually started by learning about roller coasters. Click on Next to learn how to use science to build a successful roller coaster. The science behind roller coasters and tsunamis is surprisingly similar. Rapid energy transfers between kinetic and potential energy make roller coasters thrilling. Those rapid transfers are the same reasons tsunamis are so threatening. Now it's your turn. Apply what you know about potential and kinetic energy and energy transformation to build a fun but safe roller coaster. I'll be with you each step of the way if you need help. First, you will need to choose a design for your roller coaster car. Next, decide how many cars you want. This is an important choice. Notice that mass is part of the potential energy equation. The more mass you have, the more energy you put in the system. More energy means you can achieve greater velocity, and with greater velocity, you can get a higher score. But be careful. It also means your cars will be harder to slow down when it's time to stop the ride. If you don't transfer enough energy via friction, your cars will crash. When you are designing your track, here's an important hint. The height of the first hill is critical. Like the mass of the car, height is part of the equation for potential energy and will establish the total possible energy in your system. Like most roller coasters, cars are pulled up the first hill with a motor, but gravity will eventually bring it down. The higher the hill, the further the car has to fall. The higher up you take your car, the more energy your car is storing. And that is what potential energy is, stored energy. When you look at your equation for potential energy, you will see that height and gravity combine with mass to determine the potential energy of the system. If you build any hills or loops that are higher than the initial hill, your car won't have the energy to climb it. The car will get stuck on the track, and you won't get a score. Your car goes faster and faster as you plummet down that first hill. Look what happens to your kinetic energy. It was 0 at the top of the hill. Now kinetic energy is increasing as potential energy is decreasing. Your car is rapidly transferring stored potential energy into kinetic energy, the energy of motion. As your car falls down the hill, gravity causes it to accelerate. The longer your car accelerates, the greater the car's velocity. Now you can really see why that first hill is so important. The gravity and height in the potential energy equation translate into the velocity of the kinetic energy equation. The higher your hill, the faster your car can go. To continue the excitement, the car is sent up another hill or loop. As the height of this next hill or loop increases, some of the kinetic energy is converted back into potential. Once the car starts back down the hill or loop, the car quickly speeds up. This increase in speed indicates that potential energy is being converted back into kinetic. Okay, let's get started. Your mission is to apply the principles of energy transfer to establish potential energy that translates into enough kinetic energy to keep your roller coaster from getting stuck. Use your knowledge of friction and dissipation of energy via thermal and sound energy to bring the cars to a safe stop at the end of the track. Good luck, Argonaut. I will be with you each step of the way if you need help. Give your coaster or cars a unique look. Choose the car's shape and colors. Adding cars increases mass, and therefore the total energy in your system. Subtracting cars will decrease the total energy in your system. Click on the nodes to construct your track. Add hills and loops. Build an initial hill to introduce energy into your system. Add enough loops and hills so that your coaster dissipates the energy as thermal and sound energy in time for it to stop. Yikes! Your car is stuck. You don't have enough energy to bring your car safely to the end of the track. Try increasing the height of your first hill, and remember that your car won't have enough energy to climb any loops or hills higher than your first one. Try again. Give your coaster cars a unique look. Choose the car's shape and color. Adding cars increases mass. Your car had too much energy by the end of the track. By adding more loops and hills, you add track and allow more energy to dissipate in the form of thermal and sound energy. This will help your car come to a safe stop. Try again.